Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Rodin here with some Gwent, the Witcher card game. Looking at an overwhelming hunger deck. Basically, Deathwish, the game. Although I do have some mixed in vampires with, and also some Thrive action going on with Indraga Larva, Donner, Burksa, and Abaya is actually both Thrive and Deathwish synergy, as is Penitent and I was going to say the cat thing, but apparently I took that out. The werecat. And I also just have some pretty solid vampire cards like Queen of the Night and Striga, which is not a vampire at all, just kidding. But I do have the Catachan and Pearl Feeder just because I made them for my vampire deck and they fit into this one. So here they are. I also have the classic Jurgen into Osro combination and some just general stuff like I actually quite like the Haunt, but like Royal Decree is a pretty ubiquitous card, and Geralt of Rivia is one of the starting legendaries which I've kept in this deck just because he's useful. It might be better to use like an Igni instead, but this deck isn't necessarily perfect. It's just a fun little hodgepodge that I made with the cards that I have access to, and it's actually working out nicely. I like it. The basic idea is obviously just Deathwish synergy. It actually can counter like a bleeding vampire deck pretty well. I wish I would have recorded the match that I just played before this. Because it was against a vampire, like just the meta version of the vampire bleeding deck. And it counters it pretty well. Maybe I can do something against poison also. This thing is locked down. Disabling the enemy ability is actually pretty irritating, but it's not necessarily the end of the world. I think one larva is fine. We'll try to set the other one. Haunt is nice. I want to see you later. This is looking pretty good. There would be some better options, but in general, I quite like my hands. Okay. Actually, maybe I could use a bit more Deathwish. We're fine. Let's give this a try. So I'll display my larva and create the seed. I don't know, there's definitely an argument to be made for flipping that thing later just to not give a target, but these guys are already pretty good targets, so if he's gonna want to kill something, he might actually prefer to kill the larva. Yeah, it does suck that the overwhelming hunger is disabled, since that's actually one of the nice plays that I would have against.
Do not make me beg.
It's perfectly fine. That's one of the options that I would have against this poison, which I'm assuming the poison is coming. I don't know what kind of Nilfgaard deck he's running. I'm not sure if there's some row synergy. There probably would be. It's probably worth it to hold that. That's a lot of missed growth from Thrive, but let's see. I do have a cleanse. I just don't quite have as much devouring as I would like to have. But, well, he doesn't have a leader ability either, so I guess it's sort of fair. That's an annoying one. Bronze copy stole my egg. Oh shit, he gets both eggs. That's irritating. Okay. Right, I could have just played the haunt. I didn't necessarily need to go into... I didn't necessarily need to go into the Bruxa. Unfortunately, the haunt playing this thing doesn't actually trigger Thrive. As nice as that would have been. But yeah, that's some value, jeez. There's not too many better targets for this thing. I mean, actually, it probably gets quite a bit of value in most matchups, because there's some really solid bronze cards out there. Like the eggs, even the Brooks is a very good one. This would actually be okay-ish, but no, not really. If you don't have actual Deathwish synergy, then this would be pointless. Okay. I mean, he could have the crossbow dudes, but I actually don't remember if they were real locked. And at this point, well, I've missed the upgrade on these guys. They could be on 3 now, but every turn that I delay is upgrades that I miss on him. Would be worth it though if I get like a mage or disable. But I actually don't know if he even has one. I feel like he might have played it by now if he had a really important engine. But yeah, that's missing 3 points by playing it late. That's unfortunate. Could also have considered passing, but I have a bunch of quote-unquote engines on my own board. So this is fine. But yeah, I could be 3 points up now if I had played the downer first. Assuming, you know, he didn't interact with the board in a different manner because of the way that I did things. Because playing the downer makes these 2 2s, and then playing the Bruxos makes all of them 3 3s. So actually, oh yeah, it's just 3 points that I'm missing. And there's the rogue. I guess he was waiting for the drowner. Fair enough. I don't think Purify actually does anything. Might be a good time to unleash the beast. Unfortunately, poisoning the beast does kind of deal with it. It forces a consume enemy, but it still deals with its... Yeah, there's a masquerade ball. I don't really have an answer to that.
Let's dance till the sun sings its morning song.
I should probably have tried to get some better use out of my Manticore. By weakening this thing, I just made that what would be the target. I could have at least killed an egg or something. That was a mistake. Kind of want to save. Well, I have my own, so it's okay. Oh wait, I can purify her. I forgot about that. And actually, I can purify the poison also. That's much better. That's right, I don't have to eat the beast immediately. I can just purify. And I missed growth of the beast there. if I had eaten something bigger, like literally anything bigger.
Don't ask a lady her age. It's unbecoming.
So if he doesn't actually have poison in the hand, yeah, if he doesn't actually have poison in the hand, I might be able to do something here.
Your blood smells sweet.
I can also just pass. Shards of the heart.
As your Imperial Majesty wishes.
That's not actually all that. I mean, that's a deal 4. I could just eat my own dude. But he does apparently have the poison in hand. His masquerade is complete. So I can also just mulligan this afterwards. I can use the Endrega Warrior to eat it. Sounds fine to me. That's the card you gave me, friend. Wait, my masquerade is not complete. Actually, I have to play the Manticore in order to complete it. This guy has no shortage of poison. I could eat that, or I could just eat one of the poison. Well, if I eat one of the poison things, he. Yeah, I think it's probably worth eating that. Don't want to give him too easy an access. And I definitely need to complete my masquerade. I mean, my haunt. It's a pretty sad little Barghest. Debatable whether that was actually worth it. I mean, if his other poison source is another Rot Tusser, that would have been most painful indeed. Like, I could have eaten one of the larvae, but he could kill the other one. I don't know. I think it's debatable which one is better. Or... yeah, I think it's the same, because I could have eaten 6 and lost 6. Or just... okay. It's pretty irritating. Sure, I'll just eat it again. It's quite a lot of freaking poisons.
I shall never be alone again.
Alright, are you finally out of poisons? Because I am out of... I am definitely out of consumes. Is this guy seriously having more poisons? Like, is this a thing that is happening? I think I do play the Geralt. I'm gonna go all in.
Damn it.
So do you have the poison or not? 16-point swing. I should have done that math first. I don't think a 16-point swing is enough to win him the game. He would have to... Yeah, because I'm up 20 now. 22 points. No, it's not enough. That's 21. That is 21, my friend. Oh, he grew. Of course. The thirsty thing. God damn. That is enough. Shit. He grew and he had Philippe. Ah, that's a painful round to lose. I don't think I've played my big ones. No, it's just a 5. It's pretty sad. Yeah, I only have one target for Oz. So that is actually just a 5. Ah, that sucks. It really, really sucks. Where are you guys gonna drive past? Oh, and
Your blood will warm my bones.
oh, that sucks. That was a crazy amount of poison that guy had. Like, his entire deck is literally just freaking poison. Oh, okay, that's good. What else could I draw? This is actually not that good anymore. I think there's no 7-drop left. The Endriga Larva would be nice. But I could definitely draw worse things than what is currently in my hand. So, actually, I'll just keep it, I think. But I don't actually have any consume. Shit. I didn't realize that I don't actually have a consume. So the Deathwish is kind of worthless. Instead of disabling my freaking ability. I guess he doesn't necessarily know that it's disabled. Oh shit, I need to play this. The problem is... Crap. Okay, well, no, I can kill that. Oh, actually, I could have killed it with a Fledger. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Although the Fledger can actually buff the Catacomb. So this is a quandary because if I play into... do I play into poison or do I play into straight damage? Could he finally be out of poison?
Out of the way, Babel!
He could be out of poison. Maybe he's now into spies. I think I have to play this guy. Because if I play him with less than 2 armor, he's just like laughably easy to kill. I mean, he's still laughably easy to kill, but... Yeah, I didn't realize how bad he would be with so few cards. I need to play him first. Mistakes have been made for sure. that's irritating. Can't kill that one. This thing is a 5, right?
Careful. You do not want me to lose patience.
I feel like I'm probably about to lose. Oh, yeah, definitely. 100% about to lose the overwhelm, overpower, whatever, the dominance. One of those words. So I have to go, no, or there's even more damage, but yeah, I'm obviously gonna lose because he's about to kill 13 points with 2 damage. Oh.
I shall be your eyes, my lord.
Okay, that's not the worst thing that could happen to me. That's pretty bad. Can't charge when you play a spine unit, yeah. This is a pretty cool archetype. So, alright. Pretty weak last round for me. And not, you know, being 2 cards down definitely doesn't help. Really unfortunate that he had that final freaking poison. He just did not run out of poison. Just did not run out of poison. So that's his deck, poison and spies, and I think he must have high rolled because like he had all his poison in the first round and all of his spies in the second. So that's probably about as good as that deck can do, but I mean, crushed me. Yeah, I mean, crushed might be a little strong. He beat me by literally 1 point, and if he had lost that round, he would have lost for sure, because I would have been the one dry passing here, and then I would have been up on cards, or at least even. I think, did I go down 2 cards into the last round? Or he just drew a card? I'm not sure. But yeah, I got screwed. Kind of sad just showcasing a loss, although I do think like you saw the potential, or at least the way the deck plays. Not a great hand or great play at the end. I probably was not playing the mulligans properly either. Because you want to try to get the big boy in your opening hand like I just did, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, so this, I was talking about high rolls, this looks like a high roll for me. Yeah, I do have some good cards left over. Can try looking for them. It's 1, 2, 3. I guess I could get rid of either the Buxa or the... Okay, let's dump the Buxa. So I need to play 2 Deathwish. I do indeed have 2. Can I kill that? No, I don't have my... I don't have my freaking thingamabob. Alright, so do I play into poison right away? Well, I do have overwhelming hunger. And I do have feeders, so actually playing into poison is not the end of the world. Yeah, I think he's gonna get his turnover. I don't really have a way to stop it. I can only deal 2 damage to it. It might be a good idea to run something like Parasite, or at least the Lightning Bolt thingamabob. That'll probably be good. I could damage it to just deny the damage for 1 turn, but Well, the thing is, if I play this into his ready dvor, he'll just kill my drummer. Kind of wasting damage, but saving the drowner. Because now I can just move it back and heal it. But it does delay the damage for one turn, and I think that's fine. Essentially, I played him as a, oh, just save your own ass instead of dying immediately. Okay, so he has both his engines, and I can't do anything about it.
Today's gonna be a good day.
The problem is this is the Mystic Echo waters. Maybe I should give him another target instead. Ugh. Because this guy gets worse. I'll give him this target. I need to play the Haunt, and the longer I wait to play him, the worse he's gonna get. The easier he's gonna be to kill. So I'll give him a target if he goes for the poison, or if he goes for the damage. When it's getting close to dead, I'll just eat it.
We elves have our paths. Don't worry about me.
I see. Okay. Yeah, that's, Jesus, it's terrifying. That is actually terrifying. The thing is, I'm genuinely tempted to just concede this round, because that is absolutely terrifying. But he still has his waters. He still has his waters. I already committed the Haunts. I think I can commit, like, the Catacana is a significant investment, but I make him think I'm going wide. I don't actually have that card in this deck. Maybe I should. The one that buffs beasts or whatever.
One arrow. That is all I need.
What? Why do not poison? Is he just like? I guess he could just be accepting that he's not gonna poison me because I have consume, but like you would force me to use my charges. I do think it's worth using the Catacana here just to pop the.
I shall never be alone again.
I'll do that and then I'll pass. Hopefully he doesn't temple me this turn. He has 4 damage coming in every turn. That's pretty ridiculous. Thankfully he did buy the bluff. He thinks that I'm gonna play a beast buff. Joke's on you, buddy. It's not in the deck. It probably should be, but it's not. Wow, he's committing the Figus. Nice. Okay. Granted, I don't have a lot of ways to kill his waters, but I'm happy to just bow out of this deck. Out of this round, rather. Is he gonna try to actually bleed me, or is he gonna drive pass? I think either way this goes. That's pretty nice. Oh. I think I might actually just drop the Night Wraith. Are you gonna Joy Pass? I mean, he should play one of his waters here and try to get something out of me. That's what I would do in his position, because he's, the other thing is he's 2 cards down. So, yeah. Yeah, there's water.
Life is fleeting, yet life is eternal.
Wow, okay, he's
The
going,
waters of Broccolon, their
he's going
taste still on my
hard.
lips.
Alright, alright. Okay, so he's definitely going to try to 2 me, which is very interesting considering he's 2 cards down. But, let's see. Yeah, Igni would probably be much better. Striga could answer one more. That might well be worth. Because the other option is to bring back the Aussie. Aussie would be a 14-4 in play. Is this thing gonna get bigger than 14?
I gladly fight, but my
Oh.
faith forfeits it.
No longer relevant, I suppose. Yeah, it's no longer relevant, so let's just go with this. So I'll put this here. Oof, this thing has harmony too. Yikes.
Got a hearty hankering for Gwent.
Yikes. Okay. I need a big doggy. He can't poison me, so I have to eat this thing. I need a beast to grow. That is terrifying. That is indeed a high assortment of cards. Okay, so let's see. He has... I have to make up 23 points. And also, the freaking bastard played around Geralt. He's not gonna get a single card above 9. He walked like straight into Igni. Alright, so I need to play 23 points, which 14. I think I can do it in 2 cards with Aussie. I have to do it in my own graveyard. Let's fuck that up. Oh, I kind of fucked that up. Okay, and then I'll just do this. Is that enough? Yes, because I'll get a 6 plus 2, and then a growth from the beast. Whew. Okay. I actually didn't. I forgot that this thing was growing. But it's okay. The beast was growing too. But yeah, he played against the freaking Geralt. God damn. That's a really, really weak hand. No, that's exactly the opposite of what I want to do. This is a 9. So, the Striga is the only one. So this thing is kind of dead, but there are better cards in my deck than what I currently have. I don't think he's going to play into this right now. That's a good one. Perfect. Okay, cool. Very cool. Alright, I guess I'll just start with highest value, right? So, he definitely has some extremely high power cards in the deck, but I think most of them were already played. That last round was insanely powerful. That Striga here would be lovely. No such luck. Trigger bronze eye, yes. Yeah, like if you need to kind of make use of his thrivability for it to be a decent card for a gold. But yeah, I think that's okay. You normally should try to take advantage of thrive. It's just this short round situation. Okay. Interesting that you're going with that first. Shit, so he's potentially gonna play into Geralt after all.
Your blood will warm my bones.
I can pop both death wishes. Oof. Nice. Very nice. Not enough though. I don't think it's enough. Alright. I think that match against a absolute top tier meta elf deck is a pretty good indication that the deck is at least viable. You can play it without being miserable. And if you enjoy the archetype, which I do, and yeah, of course, this is my own meta elf deck. I think the name should be self-explanatory if you look at the cards that are in that deck. So yeah, it's definitely a fun little archetype. You can also just like type Deathwish into the deck, and a lot of these cards are going to be very useful for it. Changes that I would be very interested in making is adding Deathwish. I should probably do it. Like, I'm obviously not exactly short on those scraps, but the thing is, in order to add Deathwish, you would have to cut. Like, you would have to cut Jürgen or Egern, whatever. And you could definitely do that. I think you can cut Egern and Osro and add Detlef and Maruna, for example. And the other one, which I think I actually am going to do, is just swap Geralt's. I used to have this card in... Yeah, fuck it. Give me that Geralt. So I'm curious, can you have multiple Geralts? Oh, apparently you can. Alright, I'll keep this on. For now, I'll leave it. But yeah, that's definitely two considerations because like it's a very powerful play. Eagern and Aussie. They're definitely quite strong, but you might be able to do just as much or more with Delef and Maruna. You could also, you could probably like remove the Katakan. No, I wouldn't remove Katakan. What do you think? The Proto-Fledger. Yeah, you can remove Proto-Fledger and replace it with Goliath, and that way you have a second target for Ozzy, and that'll probably be better. Yeah, this is a 10 play, but this is also a 10 play, and it gives you Ozzy. So I think for now, I'll definitely give that a try at the very least. So that way you have two targets for Ozzy, and that'll hopefully make him a lot more reliable. You're floating one provision, so you could probably get a Drowner in here. I was struggling with that earlier. I think it's, I don't know, because what would you cut for him? I think this might actually just be fine. This might just be fine. You could also consider like cutting Penitent, and the Penitent isn't exactly the required need as Abaya or anything like that. But yeah, having that left would probably be good. But this can work just fine. And I really like this deck against like poisons and bleeds, because you can definitely rob your opponent of a lot of their expected value just through either the Devours or Consumes in your deck, or just your leader ability. But yeah, it's a fun little deck. I definitely enjoy the Deathwish and Consume archetype. And this is a pretty solid way to do it, I'd say. Tempting. I did have it once upon a time in beta. Once upon a time in beta land. Apparently it's still in my profile. GG's received all wins. Total number of cards, highest rank. I have no idea what the ranks even are anymore. Is this my current level, current rank? Okay, so I do believe I don't remember if I got it to the highest rank, whatever that was in beta. But that was so long ago, it doesn't really matter, does it? Nah, it doesn't matter at all. Complete the tutorial. That is the perfect showcase. I completed the tutorial, guys. Fear me. Absolutely fear me. But yeah, anyway, have a good evening.